sacked Spurs manager Antonio Conte last week, talking about his team, his pathetic team. He gets the sack, and then he's been proven right in that performance tonight. Absolutely useless from Tottenham. And you can have your sound at 03717 223334. Also discussing the red card from Decore. Was Harry Kane out of order? Meant to be a role model. Did he go down too easy? You can get involved in that. Let's go to Joe, who's a Spurs fan. Joe?
Right, Joe.
Yeah, good evening, lads. I don't really want to go over what you've already said, because what you've said about Conte being proven right only 2 weeks after he said it, the players, it's Sterling, it's all right. They're all to blame, but I just wanted to look at the bigger picture at the minute, where you're looking at the club who haven't got a manager on the men's team or the women's team. You've now got a director of football who is banned from working worldwide.
Yep.
And you've got your best player in Harry Kane, who's coming to the last year of his contract in the summer. And the whole club at the minute is just a laughing stock. And I think it's at the point now where Daniel Levy really does need to come out and say something, because there's a lot of problems from players to managers at the club, but it all comes back to him at the top of it all.
Yeah, Joe, I make you absolutely right, by the way. Like when you actually look at the bigger picture of Spurs at the moment, it's diabolical. You are absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. And Daniel Levy, I thought, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He made the right decision because Conte obviously wanted out. He said what he said, and he shouldn't have said it, but he's been proven right, and we all kind of agreed with what he was saying. Daniel Levy sacked him. You go, fair enough, he sacked him. Bring someone in. Straight away, get something over the line. You go, you know what? You get the team back on side. You bring in Pochettino, Nagelsmann, whatever you do something. You've left it. And yeah, you've allowed Stellini, his assistant manager, to take over, who looked tonight like he hadn't even got a UEFA B badge in some of his tactics and what he was doing. It is a joke. So Levy he needs to sort himself out and make something happen quickly, because we are still fighting for Champions League football. We should be still competing. You win tonight, you go back in the top four. I don't understand what the club is doing.
You've got the likes of Tuchel, who was available last week, Nagelsmann now. There's all these Enrique that are top-class managers that you could get in, and I'd rather they come in now and have 9 or 10 games with these players,
of course,
than have them in pre-season and playing against, a Championship, a League One team, where they're going to look good and going to look up for it. I'd actually rather them have them now until the end of the season, so they can see them, what they're like.
Joe, let's have it right, though. Let's have it right. These players. I mean, I've dug them out in the past and, took a bit a stick from people inside Tottenham Club. And then, you look at other things and you go, is it a manager? Is it this? Is it that? But you know what? I sat here and thought, you know what? No, I've had enough of this. I don't care what the players think. I don't care if I fall out with some of them, because that tonight, they are washed. They are done as a football team. Some of them players I wouldn't give away to Billericay Town. They are so bad. They are so bad, they do not deserve to be putting a Tottenham shirt on. The amount of great players that have worn that shirt with pride, and then players are walking around that pitch tonight, and 15 minutes to go, and you're 1-0 up against an Everton side who are down to 10 men, and you are playing like you're playing Sunday League.
Yeah, I think if you look at some of the names on the bench, you look at Lucas Moura come on, and he's 5 minutes and he's off the pitch already, and we're down to 10 men. You look at someone like Romain Mundle, who was from the 23s, who was sat on the bench today, who's been promoted to the first team. I'd rather just one of them get a chance over him, or Dan Juma, because it's at the point now where it's pathetic from them. Conte was right, and a lot of them were clearly not happy with what he said, from what some of them have said on international duty, and it needs to happen more and more now, because they keep getting away with it. Some of them, it's Pochettino, Nuno, Mourinho, Ryan Mason, now Stellini and Conte. 5 or 6 managers they've let down.
Yeah. Joe, I really appreciate your call. Thanks for coming on. Let's go to Michael, who's a Spurs fan. All right, Mike?
Hi, I'm good.
Hi,
Are you?
Right, Mikey.
Mike, it's hard work being a Spurs fan, mate. Honestly, having to come on national radio every time we play is hard.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I was listening to the game on talkSPORT as well, commentary-wise.
Good man.
And I just want to highlight with what you said as well, Jamie, about the lack of leadership on the pitch.
The only one, and Skip.
Yeah, and basically, I think Harry Kane as captain should be lifting the players up.
Well, he's not the captain.
Be positive.
Really, is he? Lloris is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But he's the captain. When Lloris doesn't play, he's the vice. He's the captain. But
Lloris is the captain.
But the point you're making is still valid, Michael, because you know he is England's skipper, and he really is. When I look at Spurs, whenever I don't look at Lloris as the skipper. I always think Kane is. I'm always surprised with the armband.
Does Harry Kane really need to go to Hugo Lloris? Come on,
no.
Let's go. Come on, lads. Let's find a way. The man's won a World Cup.
No, but what you do, and there's not enough of it. What you do around the pitch, that you spread that as a leader. You pass that message on. It's you and I spoke about it. Playing out from the back, Lloris. They've been instructed to do it, but sometimes as a player, you've got to take some initiative and show some initiative and take some real control of what's going on in front of you. The man, whoever's in the dugout, they're not on that pitch. You can't legislate for what's going on the pitch. Sometimes you just got to say, let's go 30 yards higher at the pitch. Let's go on the halfway line, go long. Let's play in their half for as long as we can the next 15 minutes, or turn them around, do something like that.
What did you make of the sending off, Mike? Because I know Jason's had his view on it. What's your take on it?
I think it was the right decision for the sending off. With Lucas Moura and everything sending off, that was quite a bad one as well.
No, it's a shocker. Terrible.
Yeah.
Are you, Michael, as a Spurs fan, when you saw what Kane did, he's gone down, he's made the most of it, he's made sure the referee's seen it, he's made sure that a card comes out is red. Do you have a problem with that as a Spurs fan? Do you wish that Kane, because he's England captain, stayed in his feet? You bothered?
No, not really. No, I think he was doing it for the team and everything and that. So as to get them down to 10 men, sort of like playing nasty in a way. Not enough of that. Win games.
You need to show the dark art.
Why do you need to show the dark arts, Jason? Tell me why you need to do that.
Because
you don't need to gain an advantage.
No, but without that, Spurs would have got beat tonight.
Well, you can't guarantee that.
No, but from what we've seen subsequently, even though Spurs were gifted a goal and they're a man up and they're 1-0 up, they still managed to somehow nearly throw it away.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is back in the day when you didn't have fourth officials, the ref would be you get away with things, going down the back of people's ankles, elbows here and there, grabbing people by the scruff of the neck. You could potentially get away with it. Yeah. You don't need to go down anymore because VAR will instantly look at that and go, Decore's stuck his hand straight in his face, he's off. Well, even if Harry Kane just stands there and goes, have you seen that? What's he done?
Okay, so here's a question, right? What's the difference between him staying on his feet and holding his face and going down holding his face? What's the difference? Who cares?
Well, the difference is you could hit Harry Kane probably with a baseball bat and he'd stand there and go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but what's the difference? So why is it bothering him? Why is it bothering him? Go down.
Because he is. Whether you like it or not, Jace, footballers are role models.
They're not.
They are, Jace.
They're not.
Jace.
They're not.
Jace.
Go on, keep going.
They are role models.
They're not, but keep going.
They are role models. You can't say they're not. They're role
They're
models.
not, but
at the end of the day, he's an example to everyone in England, everyone all over the world. Mm-hmm. And if you see, you see that.
Yep. But what's wrong with what he done? He didn't hit him back. No. He didn't do. After that, he didn't retaliate, which is a good thing. Which is showing, if you want to use them as a role model, did nothing there to show any other idiot that wants to look up to Harry Kane.
Does he need to go down?
Yes.
Does he need to go down?
When the stakes are this high, and you're looking at, again, one of the biggest games of the season for both of them, right? Yes, I think you do. I think you need to bring it to the referee's attention. I don't care what anyone else says. Danny Murphy was saying he's disappointed in Kane. Kane won't lose any sleep, right? Danny's been in those situations, right? He said he wouldn't go down. Fine. Look, in my day, there was no benefit in going down in my day. I was a centre-half. But in the modern game, if you can get a player sent off because they're an idiot, do it.
No, I disagree with that, mate. I really do. Right. Let's go to Dave, who's an Everton fan. All right, Dave.
Hi, lads. You okay?
Yeah.
I just spelling one or two things out, really.
Go on, Dave.
When Everton season ticket holder many years. Tonight's game, Everton with 11 men, Everton with 10 men, with a far better team than what Tottenham were. When Tottenham went 1-0 ahead with a penalty, I really expected Tottenham, who were going for the top 4 place. to really take Everton apart.
Yep.
But Everton were far the better team. You didn't know Tottenham were winning 1-0. And the thing, then you look at Tottenham and you think, well, what have they got? Who are, they've got nothing. Everton, in our position where we are and where we've come under Sean Dyche, we were fantastic at times. We really, we've got a battling spirit. The fans are right behind us, we always are. And I just thought, if we lost that game 1-0 tonight, it'd been an absolute injustice.
It would have felt like it. Yeah, you were good tonight, Dave. You deserved at least a point.
Yeah.
At least a point tonight. And you can blame Decore for that, by the way.
I can't comment
blame
on the
Decore
sending-off because but I mean, I'll ask you another question because it was right in front of me and it was very slight. Was the penalty decision?
No, it's a penalty. Dave, come on. What the Tottenham penalty?
There might have been contact there, but let me just tell you now, the lad who went down, writhing in agony, he was hardly touched. The referee bought it. Fair enough, a penalty.
Dave's
I'll take it.
Mate. Dave.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Kane took it, he scored. Yeah, fair enough.
All right, Dave, look, I really appreciate your call. The phone lines have absolutely lit up this evening. Spurs fans not happy.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.